What's up, y'all? We live. This is Last of Libations, season 5, episode 50. I'm your co-host, Shaquan. This is my
You
host.
ain't the co-host. You the host, motherfucker.
I'm the host, Shaquan. This is my co-host, Baldhead Phillips from
And I'm the
Chicago.
one. I'm the one that's high.
I'm high too. Shit.
Oh,
This is from Chicago. Hey, Baldhead, how your day going so far?
amazing, excellent.
That's
The
good. That's
edible,
good.
the edible just hit me.
You know what? Now look, let's introduce our guests. Go on, tell the people about who we got tonight.
One of the coldest comedians that I've ever met. Also, just happened to be a very, very great friend of mine. Long time buddy. Seen him on Comic View, Def Jam. If you know about comedy, you've seen him everywhere. Energetic, real, free, any one of them dogs. Please put your hands together for my dog, the one and only Steve Brown.
What up? What up? What up, good people? I'm happy to be here, man. I'm happy to be here. Let's get this thing started, man. I'm excited, man. I've been hearing so much about this podcast. Of course, I'm also your brother on our very own Yeah We Talk Like This podcast.
Yeah, we talk like this, baby.
Yeah, so we're trying to revamp that, man. Hopefully, we might have to go live like this one because when I tell you we are working comedians and our schedule always conflict on tape date. So we might have to do this, man, and do it virtual like this. I kind of like this. So
I love it. Yeah, we can do it anyway.
Thank you for having me on, y'all. I appreciate it.
No problem. I've been wanting to get you on here for a minute.
Let's make it happen.
So tell the people about yourself, where you from, what made you get into comedy, and how did you get into comedy?
Okay,
I know who that nigga is.
Right. So what we're not gonna do is go old school. And look, whatever you want to ask me, ask me. If I can answer it, I will. But I've been doing this going on 29 years. Through the grace of God, I've had my struggles, my ups and downs, but I'm here and I'm glad to continue to make people laugh all over the world. I'm good where I am. Of course, I've done all of your favorite TV shows. That's no secret. And I'm just doing what I do, man. I'm still out here trying to be relevant. Of course, it's easier to become relevant than it is to stay relevant. So again, just trying to work, trying to put my everything, just trying to throw it up against the wall and see what sticks. But definitely, I'm just glad that I can say that I'm one of those comics that has sustained and I'm still around and working at a high level. So I'm blessed.
All right, I'm gonna ask you a real comedy question, some real shit.
Okay. Hold on, Baldhead. Let me say this. Now you know me, I know you. So whatever you ask, you know I'm gonna give you an answer. So Shaquena, let me tell you something. Don't come on here with all that politically correct shit. If we gonna talk, we gonna talk. When I found out Baldhead was on here, this like talking to my family, this brother. So we go way back. I mean, we done some things. So again, so whatever you want to ask me. If I feel like it's, I'm gonna answer the question. Just put it like that.
Okay.
So Steve Brown is on the hot seat. What's up?
Well, he didn't made that. I want to change my damn question, but no. Being to do comedy as long as you have been, the age that you are, how do you keep up that energetic energy that you got on stage? You didn't even think I was gonna say no shit like that, did you?
No, first off, man, I give all honor to God. I number one, I don't smoke, I don't drink. I try to eat as clean as I possibly can, and I work out. I still box. I still hit the gym. I still do it all. So in order to continue to do my style of comedy and do it at a high level, you just got to kind of keep your body right. You know what I'm saying? And not knocking anybody else who do what they do. I just know what I have to do to get to the point to where I want to be, So that's great. That's a great question, Doc.
You wanted a question. I mean, you wanted a comedian. I know there's like a 3-part thing. You entertaining, you're energetic, and that energetic is gonna keep the crowd woke, and you funny than a motherfucker.
I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
I mean, it's different breeds of comedians. You got the ones that just stand there and put you in story mode.
Right.
And you got them to take you down.
Right.
I'm trying to work on the different categories that I feel is new comedians, but your category, it is what it is, set by itself. Ain't too many motherfuckers. Nigga, look, my knees too fucked up to be running around like on stage.
Look, Shaquena, like mine are too. Yeah, they are. It's okay.
He ain't lying. Shoot, my knees is bad.
Man.
Chill, my knees is bad.
Shaquana needs it. Shaquana needs it some cup holders.
I don't do that.
see him and Gray to do this to me. I don't like them. They get on my nerves.
Well, I'm not gonna do it. What's up?
So Steve, now what made you come up with the pulling your pants all the way up? Because when I first seen you do that, I said, oh no.
Okay, see, when you first saw me do it, I'm glad that you said that. Actually, I was raised in the church, and we had a deacon named Deacon Ellis. He used to come to church like this, pants way up, and he could sing his ass off. And that's how I remember him, and he was very energetic. And I was like, you know what? I got to bring this character to the stage. And that happened over 19 years ago. And next thing I know, I'm doing the character, and I open up for a comedian, and I was, on his show, opening. The next thing you know, my style was on TV before I got there. So people started thinking that I was trying to be like the guy that literally took the style and ran with it. And that was I wouldn't say a low point, but it was very depressing because people would think, man, you're trying to be like such and such. When in actuality, he saw it, took it to TV and ran with it. But I still do it. I still because one thing about it, people can take and do what they want to do and remix, but nobody does it better than the originator. Now this brother, he's talented now because he's talented. So people. So, but I had to get over that, and honestly, it really strengthened me as a comedian and as a human being, where you can see something, you can like, man, I could have got rich off that, or this and this and that, and somebody doing it, and they got to know about it. So it takes a lot of restraint, even though I end up whipping him. It happened, and you grow from things like that. And you go.
Shout out to Detroit.
Oh wow, you crazy, man.
So what's your opinion on joke thieves? How do you feel about joke thieves?
I mean, at this point in my career, it is what it is. People gonna remix. That's just what it is. People get use jokes they have gotten off the internet, memes, and then again, people take our jokes and turn them into memes. You got social media content creators who go to our shows, see our material, and turn it into a whole skit. And then when we're doing our material, they'll be like, "Oh, you got that from such and such." I'm like, no. But see, the thing is, it's all about followers and numbers. They feel like if you got a lot of numbers and followers, they feel like you're automatically legit. And honestly, it's always been that the bigger names take from the smaller names, but they figure like we're not gonna find out or nobody will believe it. But people have been getting exposed. So the thing is, I really don't get into it like I used to, because I mean everybody's been accused of so-called being a joke thief, even if you got the same premise. That's just what it is. So I just try to work on being as unique as I possibly can be and as funny as I possibly can be, and that's just what it is.
Right. Because when I first seen you go back to the one where you had your pants up, when I first seen you do that on Comic View, man, my mama almost put me at the house because I laughed so loud. She said, "Shaquena, you don't shut up in him or put you in your wheelchair outside." Laugh again.
Put you on the porch.
Well, I apologize for almost getting you evicted. So fucking around me, you was almost homeless fucking around me. So you gotta kind of watch that.
Hey, she would have been homeless, but she had somewhere to sit. Look, Steve, next question last year.
Baldhead, don't forget I got to see you again.
I'm sorry.
Damn.
You high.
What's your favorite top five? What's your favorite top five cities to perform in? Let me go and let you think.
No, I of course Atlanta, Chicago, of course Birmingham. Birmingham showed me so much love because I do this comedy club called the Stardome. I don't know if you've ever been there, Baldhead.
Yeah.
Biggest comedy club in America, and I sell it out every time. You know what? Honestly, though, I would say Chicago, Atlanta, Memphis. Believe it or not. Shout out to Chuckles, even though he it ended up closing down, and now that's shameful because people don't look at it like, man, that's a job that we can go to that we don't have anymore. So shout out to Chuckles. I hope that they can recover and come back. But honestly, other than that, I just love wherever I go do it, man. I do it because I love the stage. I love what I do. I ain't gonna lie to you, Baldhead. There are so many people out here that make so much more money than we do. But guess what? This is the kicker. They don't love their job. We are blessed to have a job that we literally say we love. We love.
Right.
And it rewards us handsomely. Sometimes we have our ups and downs, but man, I can't wait to go to my job. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just love it. So yeah.
Man, only thing I hate about my job sometimes some of the business of it.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the transport to where you got to go from your hotel or the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And just the energy of bullshit people that you got to deal with.
Well, you know what, man? Nobody really wants to talk about what we really go through behind the scenes, the business of stand-up comedy. People don't realize it, and I think, boy, you can vouch me. It's just as worse or even worse than the rap game. Comics really be fighting, be want to knock each other's ass off because it's cutthroat. It can be disrespectful. The business can be shady, and you just have to really find out who your real friends are. And honestly, I don't have any friends in our business except for the ones that I rock with, the ones that I rock with from back in the day that were tested and proven. Like Baldhead and I, we spent plenty of nights in Chicago up late at night in the diners in Chicago, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, just sitting there vibing. That was a person like that. You can call them your friend because we've been through that together. You know what I'm saying?
We had a real close friend. Shout out to Skull Bubble.
Mm-hmm.
I knew Skull Bubble was sick, but to let you know how tight me and Steve is, and we had been doing a lot of shit before Skull passed.
Mm-hmm.
He called me and Steve said, I said, "What up, dog?" He said, "Man, it's raining in Georgia." I said, "What you mean? What's that? What's up?" He said, "Skull gone."
Mm-hmm.
I was sitting at the diner at the White Palace where we go.
Right.
And when I was like 17 or 18, I used to meet Skull up in that motherfucking restaurant.
Wow.
I forgot to tell you that Steve, but I always used to meet him up in there. But it's called the White Palace. And
the White Palace.
The way some comics bonds, and it's like the way the comedy game is divided too.
Yeah.
It's like America.
It is divided. It's divided into fours.
Yeah. You got the comics, you got the white comics, you got the black comics, you got the LGBT group. It's the fake motherfuckers. You got the joke thieves. You got everybody's in it.
Yeah.
But when you come through with a name, and they know you got that sense of, they know you funny. They might not like you, but they can't deny you're funny.
Right.
And they got to look at you in the fact of saying, well, I know he know funny. If I got a room, I'm gonna holler at him.
Right.
See what you know.
You know, but I think it's my reputation in our comedy industry is be funny. You don't play no games, and he'll get physical if he need to. Yeah, and that's just tolerance level is 0.
And you act like mine is different.
Yeah, right.
You just do it more smoother than I do.
So honestly, I ended up hating the business, the comedians. I love comedy. I love the art of comedy. I love the industry, but the people in the industry. So, you know, because I was blackballed, I was fucked over. I really just stopped liking comics, period. Because honestly, there are a lot of people in our industry that are really fucked up, and they hide it behind comedy. They hide it behind comedy, it's crazy. And when you get to know these people, you'll see them on TV or whatever on the stage. You're like, oh man, that person cool. Then when you really get to know them, they be fucked up people.
You're like,
you know
this nigga's not cool.
Yeah. So it's so people have to remember it's the art. And then you have comics that ain't doing shit but pretty much on social media all day, keeping up shit off the names of other people, and so they can stay relevant in whatever realm they're in. And
they've been like that, Steve. They just got a bigger platform to do it on.
Right. So
you
now,
just on the phone gospel some shit, but nice.
Yeah. So now what I do to combat that, if my name comes up, which it has, I don't even acknowledge it no more. Because my thing is, if somebody's talking shit about me and I go on their live or their platform, whatever, I'm bringing them more numbers. If I don't say anything and I just keep quiet, it goes away. And if they continue to talk about it, and when I ain't said anything about it, it makes them look really, really stupid. So, I got, and then another thing, apparently you don't have work to do if you're always on a platform talking shit about people and other comedians and all this other stuff. So, um, I'm just concentrating on my work and concentrating on being the best version of me that I can be. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So now you and Baldhead are 30 years into the game. Y'all are OGs to the
He is, not me.
So y'all are OGs to the babies. How do you feel about some of the babies being disrespectful to the OGs?
Man, fuck them. Oh, you talking to Steve? My fault.
Well, I know that it's gotten back to the babies on certain comics who not to fuck with.
Right.
So I haven't had that problem.
Right.
I'm pretty sure Baldhead had that problem. So, and then, as a matter of fact, the babies think that I'm an asshole. I'm mean, and it's not, when in actuality you get to know me, I'm one of the nicest guys you ever want to meet. I just, my tolerance level for bullshit is zero. So if you come to my show with some craziness, or you come at me wrong or whatever, I'm gonna give it to you right then and there. I ain't even gonna wait, because you knew better. You heard the story. You didn't heard the stories. You know what I'm about. So the thing is, I'm gonna come and respect. I'm gonna respect you as a man or a female. But if you get wrong, then hey, you brought that on yourself.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Ain't nobody beat that, baby.
Right.
So
But see,
what is your best TV experience in a comedy thing?
Comic View by far. I did Def Jam. They didn't air it because I didn't have any representation at the time. Ripped it. Got 2 standing O's in one set. Comic View, of course, they showed me so much love because every time I taped, I ended up on the credits. I ain't even had to have a show. I was always on the commercial credits. Right. Of course, I did Martin Lawrence First Amendment. I did who else? Byron Allen's Comics Unleashed. I did a lot of TV shows, man, but Comic View was my best run because it just kept running and running and running, and to this day I still get residual checks from Comic View. They're small because Comic View is gone, but I still get them. So I ain't mad.
Yeah. That's good.
Do you wish they would bring Comic View back?
Well, I wish they would bring Comic View back the right way.
Yes, Lord.
They tried to bring it back, and I mean, and I'm not hating on the comics that are there. I appreciate them. I appreciate their effort. I appreciate anybody who got the opportunity. But if it was me, which is not me, and I'm not the powers that be, but since you asked the question, if it was me, humbly, I would bring back the comic book favorites that people remember, and then filter in the younger comics. But it needs to start off with a bang with people that people know. The believe it or not, the Shucky Duckies, the Sia the Entertainers, all these household names that people knew from Comic View, the Steve Browns, the Damon Williams, all them, and then you keep bringing in funny ass veterans that were on Comic View, and then bring in the veterans that didn't get a chance to make Comic View that are tested.
They act like nobody want to discover no new comics.
Exactly. So
it's like even when they brought Comic View back, they had some of the same niggas that was on there before.
Yeah. And the thing is, they tried to bring it back this time, but they brought it back with comics. I mean, of course, there were some funny comics on there, but it wasn't the same. It didn't feel the same, and nothing is supposed to be the same. It's supposed to be better, but it wasn't better. It was mediocre for some reason. Even though Kevin Hart was behind it, my man T.I. was behind it. It just because I felt like, again, you should have brought back the real flavor and spirit of how Comic View was. You bring
Comic View was changing though, because I know when I did it, and I think I don't know, was Katrina the last season?
I don't know. I know the season they tried to bring it back when they had some more hosting it, and it was
no. I ain't talking about that one. I'm talking about the one when I did it with who the hell was hosting?
It was Katrina. Because I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you how I know it was Katrina when it was in New Orleans.
I did that one.
Right, you killed it. But this was the running joke for years. Shawty was the last comic to take that season, and he bombed real bad. And
who?
Shawty. And
yes, I saw it.
Yeah, he bombed real bad, and everybody was like, "Damn, Shawty bombed so bad, he made Katrina come." So that was the running joke. That damn,
I forgot about that.
They say he bombed so bad, a hurricane came and just tore up the whole city. Like, fuck all y'all.
And the theater that we were in, was underwater, nigga.
Yeah.
You think how big the theater is?
I think a couple of days later, that's when Katrina hit. And
it did. It hit the very, like 4 days. We get back to Chicago because I was gonna stay up there. Yeah. I had met some girls in the projects down there.
Right. Oh my god.
But anyway, I also we was like, woke up one day. I told my boy Smokey, Chris Smokey Jones said it all.
Right.
I said, man, let's go, man. Man, I thought we was gonna chill up here. No, man, sometime me get the fuck on from up here.
Right. But
we in the crib. Smokey called me. He said, hey, man, you watching TV? I'm like, no. He said, nigga, the whole motherfucking New Orleans is flooded. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
He said the levee broke, and man, I was so hurt. That's why if you ever notice, when I go on stage, first thing I say is, make some noise, y'all glad to be alive. I said that on there, and I ain't stopped saying it since.
Right. But I remember because I was one of the first. I think I was one of the first 3 shows to tape down there. That's when I did the famous bling bling with the teeth, and I did I did that, and that was memorable. But everybody did really well, and I don't know what happened with Shawty. I don't know if he got nervous, because I'm not saying Shawty's not funny. Shawty's a funny guy, very entertaining, but he just had a bad set. But you can't dictate his career on that bad set, because Shawty is funny. But he had a bad set, and all the comics took it and ran with it. Like, man, Shawty did so bad until the hurricane came and destroyed the city.
That nigga came out. Let me tell you something. That nigga came out and he bombed. Cheryl Underwood went off on them. Told him he's an experienced comedian. He's blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Somebody said, boo, you too. Nigga, I died.
Yeah.
Wow. It happens. They was mad at him because he told them, y'all over here living in poverty. Y'all ain't even got no screen though. Nigga, them people went off.
Oh yeah. Certain things they are high risk, high reward. But if you don't win the risk, boy, that punishment coming. It's coming.
It's coming. Now you said that you are a fighter, MMA, boxer. What's the craziest fight that you ever got into?
When I was in the 7th grade, I was trying to fight this dude for like 3 weeks, and I kept losing. Same dude, because I had this. He was in the 8th grade, and I'm just one of those people growing up. Whereas, if I lose a fight, we gonna keep fighting until I win. Baldhead, I never won. until my brother was like, let me show you how it's done. And he whooped his ass, and I was good with it, because the boy, you had to be able to hold your own. You see what I'm saying? I'm in the sixth, 7th grade. Now I'm in the 7th grade. He in the 9th grade. Much bigger than me, but he was a bully. And I was like, but he got tired of my ass coming there. Sometimes I just haul off and hit him. Pop! And we just go at it and whoop my ass. I'm like, all right, okay, that's what's up. But see, I earned his respect, and he knew not to fuck with me ever again because it's like, man, you know what? If I hit this nigga, if I try to bully him, we gonna be fighting all month. And I'm just tired of it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're gonna be fighting all month. And you know what? These people be talking about like his own site. No, on site, it don't mean on site back in the day. On site means when I see you, I'm hitting your ass. It don't mean no, oh, what's up? It means no, as soon as I lay eyes on you, I'm going in your shit. So that's how it was. And it didn't matter
just go take your hat off, take your coat off.
Yeah. And so
you're gonna see me, that's what I'm taking my shit off.
Right. No, I wasn't giving you time to take it because I wasn't taking it off. I'm just going at it. We just,
well,
nigga, listen, let me tell you something.
My mom told me don't be fucking my clothes up.
Nah, listen, I know our type of dude. Like, let's say if I got to fight with you and I lost, and let's say we end up in the same bathroom and you in the stall next to me, I'm crawling up under that bitch naked. We fighting. I don't give a fuck. Naked. We naked. We got out. You know how you taking a dump and your pants wrapped around your ankles. Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. But
you win. You win.
Nah, bro. I gotta get my lick back. So a lot of people would think if they saw the video, it would be that the situation that happened in South Carolina. And and honestly, that wasn't even about me. That people, of course, people gonna take it and think it was like, oh man, the comedian was best with doing this and that wasn't even what happened. As a matter of fact, his name is Marvin Totally, and we cool to this day, dog. We cool to this day. He had, he was going through some shit. He had just gotten out of prison, not to put his business in the streets, but he was going through some shit. And and he was out drinking, smoking, partying or whatever. And for some reason, him and his girl or somebody got into it or whatever. And then I think he was still having the effects of being locked down, and he was real paranoid. So she just stood up, something happened, and then I'm looking at him like, dog, you good? Because he on the second row laughing his ass off. And then his girl put her hand on his shoulder, turned around and socked the shit out of her, and the brawl just broke out. He fighting everybody. So for some odd reason, I'm standing there like, man, what the hell? And we make eye contact, and that's all it took. He just came up there at me. I'm like, nigga. So my thing is, I'm thinking like, okay, I'm not gonna hit this nigga.
Defend.
I'm gonna defend myself. I'm gonna stay in front of him. If you at least saw the video, didn't turn my back, stayed in front of him, and all I did was slip. Slipping in boxing is when you just move a little bit and then make people miss, right? Or some people call it bobbing and weaving, but it's actually slipping. And just keeping them off me until help came. But the thing is, there wasn't no security. It was one old dude there, and I don't know how the hell it happened, but he tried to break it up. He in the audience knocked out with one of his States Adams off. I was like, yes. So they had an old ass deacon for security. So eventually the dudes from the kitchen, they came out. Yeah, one of the niggas from Mighty Clouds of Joy.
Nigga knocked out Deacon Greenwood.
Yeah.
he volunteered. I'm a volunteer at the comedy show, baby. Make sure they all right.
Hey, dog, you got hit hard. If you get hit in one of your States Adams flowers, your ass got hit.
The fact that they see, the fact that you get knocked out and they see the name of your shoe, nigga.
Quit and just retire from everything.
And so they finally get between us or whatever. And I know he threw a bar stool or whatever, and I think he kind of hit. But the thing is, when he threw the bar stool ball here, he just snapped out of it like ain't nothing happened, and just started walking out. Walked out the showroom, but security had gotten up by then and walked out behind him. And for some reason, the dude came back, but security never did. This nigga went and got in his church van and left.
That nigga made it past one of the doors and said, Woo, he ain't touch me. Let me get the
fuck. So yeah, so but and so you know he reached out, man, and we talked. You know, we really became cool, man. So I talked to him every once in a while on social media. You know, he's doing well. And it was just one of those things, man. And I don't look at him as being a bad guy. He just went through one of those. I don't know if it was a mental breakdown, but with alcohol and whatever he had going on, but he just kind of lost it. And he wasn't heckling. He wasn't doing nothing. It just happened. And
me from being a person that have been in a few rounds, when I saw your defense tactics,
you already knew.
I knew it wasn't what everybody was gonna think it was. Cause I'm like, well, why didn't Steve sock his ass back? Because he had ample enough time to do it.
He was. I told him. I said, dude, you was wide open. You don't realize you were wide the fuck open. And
so I hated the fact that how motherfuckers put some on a comedian to be wrong. We've been the last line of defense to say what the fuck we wanted to say.
Yeah.
But if we up there and we're defending ourselves, ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I got to go home.
But you know what, man? The thing is, I think that was the saddest part of my career. I really went into a brief depression, not because of what happened, it's because of the aftermath. And what I meant by that is I suffered from PTSD, and I'm gonna get into that in a second. But the thing is, the club knew that they were wrong, and people recorded it. And what they did was they tried to flip the narrative and say I was messing with him and it was my fault. But well, long story short, I ended up suing the club because they had no security, and there was also defamation of character because that's when me and Jess Hilarious had our words online, and then she didn't understand that I had jokes for her ass, and she finally quit and blocked me. Which we talked since then, and she I got love for her. But the thing is, and then Gary here at Atlanta Comedy Theater, he tried to get in, jump in, and spread the narrative as well. And they tried to blackball me. You know what I'm saying? But people knew me and knew my character and saw that it wasn't me. But that caused me to really go into a depression. And then I went through the PTSD thing, whereas, and this is real talk, and it's crazy. I would come home from shows at night. Now I knew this dude that was back in prison. Because that's how we get here. He would call me. I would give my number, he called me, whatever. I knew he was back in prison. I knew it. Okay. Had to serve like 5 more years because he was home on parole or probation or whatever. He broke his parole or probation, one or other. I would come home, dog, and I would get out of the car, and I would think while I'm pulling up to my house, what if this nigga come out the bushes? What if he come from behind my house? Now I knew he was still locked up. What about going to the house and he got my family, tied up or whatever? I was thinking all types of crazy shit, dog. I would get up, shut the doors out, walk around the house with my gun, all stuff. So I had to get over that type of shit. But the main thing was when that club owner, that club manager, and Gary tried to get together and try to really make it seem like it was my fault to protect the club. But everybody had seen it, they had recorded it, and they saw that there wasn't no security in what they were doing. And it really hurt me bad, man. Because Gary was managing Jess Hilarious at the time, I think I got a stitch in my shoulder because he hit me with the mic stand or whatever. And that morning I had to stay overnight because I had to go to the emergency room to get the stitch. And that morning, like 6 o'clock in the morning, people started calling me. They were calling me all night. Man, why Jess Hilarious going off on you? This. I never even met Jess Hilarious. He had put her up to trying to go in on me online, saying that I started it and this and that and this and that and this and this and this and that. But she didn't know any better. She fell for it, and she's a young entertainer, so she's doing what she does. You know what I'm saying, for him. And we talked about it or whatever, and we squashed it. But that shit really hurt me, dog. It really did. But you go through things like that to make you a stronger person and stronger in the industry. So anything I come in contact with now, it doesn't even faze me at all because I've been there, done that,
Because when I seen the video, I'm thinking that when I saw the video, I was thinking it had just recently happened. But somebody said, no, that was years ago.
That was years ago.
Wow.
Hey, but I'm gonna brag, but did you see that technique? Did you see the stance? Did you see all that? You ain't see nobody the pivots. I mean, and I would tell Marv, I'm like, dude,
that nigga was over there.
He was
I said
swinging
that
like
nigga was
this.
over there doing Karate Kid, wax on, wax off. He's waxed on, waxing off.
Yeah, I'm like, dog, you swinging, you leaving yourself wide open. But I mean, we like I said, we're cool now, man, and he's a really good brother, man. And I think both of us got a bad rap on that. But I told him if I ever go back to Columbia, South Carolina, I want to do a benefit boxing match with him to raise money, and that's just my way of baiting him so I can beat his motherfucking ass. For real. I'm gonna love you, but I'm gonna beat your motherfucking ass.
Oh, I would pay to see that.
And donate money to charity. So,
Right.
but yeah, but it's all love.
Donate money to whatever medical situation.
Yeah. But it's all
like
love,
that,
man.
you know.
It's all love. So.
Yeah.
So where did Yeah We Talk Like This come from?
Actually, man, yeah, I did a comedy special back in the day, and my so-called agent, I did the comedy special. It was all right to me because it was another one of my struggles because I didn't know that the whole audience in New York was going to be Hispanic. They didn't tell me that, so I had to slow it down and this and that. I'm like, man, it's bullshit. So I'm like, I love the name though. So, but when I got when the crew came on, I'm like, hell, let's do Yeah We Talk Like This. And the name just stuck because honestly, the podcast is about four grown men with four different perspectives, four different personalities who are willing to talk about any and everything. You know what I'm saying? And we play off each other, and it's a really really cool podcast. Thing is, we don't really have a whole lot of time to shoot it because it's like Baldhead working, then I might be working, and so it's different. And I think the biggest blessing for that podcast is when Baldhead came on because he has a lot of energy and he does a lot of promoting, man. And it's like even when the other guys get frustrated or whatever with it, because y'all like on this podcast, y'all already know it's a journey, it's a struggle. People, you might have 2 or 3 people watching now, and then you keep going. You might have 20 more in 4 months because people don't like to support other people that they don't know. It's always about the so-called notoriety over talent, and that's really really crazy. So when Baldhead came on, it gave me a breath of fresh air, So I'm really excited about it. We're revamping it to a point to where we can do what y'all are doing now. So we ain't got to worry about hey man, I can't do it today. I can't do this and this and that. We can be where we are.
Well, I remember when I came on, I told you sometimes it might be better to do it on StreamYard way, but it's like the thing with that is everybody got to have a laptop so we can have it the right way,
Yeah,
but it'll pop either way, and then we can do our live things, and we can do the things we get a studio artist. So We Talk Like This podcast gonna go on. You make sure y'all subscribe to We Talk Like This podcast.
Okay. So Regina Lee, comedian Regina Lee. Hey Regina, how are you? She posed a question: was there ever a time when you thought about quitting comedy? You know what? I can honestly say, hell no, never thought about it. I've gone through my trials and tribulations. I've been blackballed. I opened up for a comic. He blackballed me, a well-known comic, and he did, stole my stuff and this and that. I ended up homeless for a couple of days. I can't even lie about it. And but I stayed the course. I stayed the course, and here I am today. So one thing about this business is it's gonna make you want to kill some people. It's gonna make you cry. But ultimately, you're gonna be happy if you learn to differentiate what's business and what's fun. My fun is being on stage. As a matter of fact, I said it before. I'll say it again. I don't drink. I don't smoke. My therapy is being on stage. So when people say, "Man, Steve Brown, he's been on stage for a long time," that means I needed that therapy. It ain't about it ain't about me trying to outdo nobody or this and this and that. It's just like I have problems just like anybody else do. You know what I'm saying? And but my therapy is comedy. And people don't realize Baldhead got problems, fucked up problems, you got fucked up problems. But people, this is the thing that people don't realize though. We all have our personal problems, issues, bad issues. Y'all probably don't even know about. But guess what? When those lights come on, we still got to go up and make y'all forget about y'all's issues for 30,
Oh, yes.
20, 45 minutes. And then guess what? This is the kicker. When them lights go off, y'all go home, y'all happy. Y'all thinking about what we did for y'all. But guess what?
Right.
There's nobody for us. We gotta go home and sit in that shit. That's why you get so many people getting addicted to drugs, alcohol, or whatever. But some people just can't handle the pressure of everyday life, and that's what comedians go through. That's why I really respect the craft and the art of stand-up comedy when you can go and make other people laugh and forget about their problems. And Baldhead, you are literally dying and crying on the inside. And then
Yeah.
once you make all these people, laugh,
Curtis.
cry happily and this and that, they leave and they don't give a fuck about what you got going on. Then
Steve, they don't give a fuck when you come there. They paid to laugh. They don't.
right, they
Hey,
don't give a fuck. And
I
then
done seen motherfuckers. That I know do a whole show, flip that motherfucker,
Right.
and at the end they be like, "Man, I just want to let y'all know, I love doing this. It helps me out. My mother just died today, and I got." They was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
yep,
but they don't give a fuck.
don't
They
give a
don't give
fuck.
a fuck.
They didn't got their laugh. Yeah.
It's like sex from a nigga that don't care about the woman. He bust his nut and left. Got his
Right.
joy.
Hey, Baldhead, Baldhead, listen, bro. You ain't got to put my business in the street now. Damn. No, but
Oh my God.
Shaquan, I'm sorry I did that to you. Listen, but
Cause
He's
look,
stupid,
that's
bro.
how I met Baldhead last year. My sister got murdered last year. And I had to go on stage. Man, Steve, when I tell you, I didn't remember what I said till I got home and I seen the video. I didn't know
oh,
what I said.
hey, Shaquan. Oh, I was about to say, I thought you were saying that's how you met Baldhead. He busted nut and left. I'm like, damn, Baldhead, really?
No, cause my sister was murdered last year, and I had to go on stage a month later. And man, I don't know how I did it. I still to this day can't tell you how the
Well,
hell
the
I did
thing
it.
is, we go through our situation. You know, we
Right,
got bills just like everybody else. We got kids, so we go through everything else everybody else goes through. But we
right,
have to put it to the side, and make those people forget about their problems. But we don't
yeah,
have the people to in our lives. Well, and if you do have someone in your life, like a significant other, wife or husband that understands your business, you are
right.
blessed. You are more than blessed. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I get it, and yeah, so I make sure every morning I get up and I pray and I pat myself on the back, like, dude, you're a strong dude to go through the things that you go through and
Man,
continue to perform at a high level. So, it is what it is.
Yeah.
you gotta
Do
give.
do you think social media is killing comedy with
I
with
think I
what?
think I think I think social media is good for comedy and it's bad. It depends on how you look at it. Well, number one, there are a lot of great social media content creators who are super funny, hilarious, and there's a big ups to them. But here's where it goes wrong. Some of those content creators are saying, "I'm a comedian, book me," and they've never touched the stage, seen one, and then people follow them and they follow them and they pack out their shows and then they don't deliver on stage. But think about this, Baldhead. You a first time comedy consumer and you go see one of these big name social media guys and they bomb. Now you got that bad taste in your mouth about comedy. This what comedy about? I ain't supporting this shit.
I
So
ain't going that
so
bullshit ass show.
right. So that's the downside. A lot of people are manipulating comedy through social media. And
Mm,
then social media is really good for comics who are working. But the thing is, here's the kicker. For working comics like myself, Baldhead, or whatever, we have to stop doing what we're doing and put something up on social media. Because we're
mm,
working and it's like, man, okay, this is like another job to us, believe it or not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, because if we don't, we're not our names are not big enough to stay relevant like that. That's just what it is. When you said the entertainer, he ain't got to do this shit. Bernie Mac, God rest his soul. You know, even if he was around, he wouldn't have to do this shit because he's an A-lister. You know what I'm saying? So if you say his name, people gonna show up. With people like me and Baldhead, we may be B-list comics, but damn, you could damn sure believe we got A-list shows. There are a lot of comics out here who are B-list, C-list that you may not know, but believe it or not, and I put this on my life, those be the funniest ones. Those be the funniest motherfuckers you ever seen in your life. But again, here's the downside. Black people, our people, if they don't know you, they ain't coming. Who is that nigga? Don't worry about it. Go see him. I guarantee you're gonna love him.
I don't know that motherfucker.
I don't know him.
He gotta be 3 people in their crew when they're having a conversation about going to the comedy show to convince this nigga, man, he funny. I'll tell you. All right, man.
We'll see.
Buy my ticket.
Yeah, and then
they sit up there judgmental than the motherfucker.
Yeah, like let's see what this nigga gonna do.
Right.
Meanwhile, you tell some white people, they'll be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna bring 10 friends, and guess what? They show up with 10 friends, and they buy your merchandise. So it's I heard this quote. I think it was from Sir Walt, a good friend of mine in Birmingham. It ain't who you know, is who you're looking at. Just go to the show. Trust me.
Yeah.
It ain't who you know, is who you're looking at. Because honestly, I'll say this, and it can get back to any A-lister. Any A-lister. Ain't none of them fucking with me. I know this. They know this. Ain't none of them fucking with me like that. So I got all respect for them, but show for show, time for time, joke for joke, pound for pound, ain't none of them fucking with me at all. So I can say that confidently.
Get that smoke, y'all. Y'all want that smoke?
That is. So I mean, I'm not saying that in a disrespectful way. They know who I am. They know what I can do. And it's been proven because I've been kicked off plenty of shows because they really real talk because that's another thing. Baldhead, you done been through it before too. Where my buddy kicked you off the show because he knew you was too funny and they ain't want to follow you.
Dude,
it happens.
Why do folks do that though?
They can't get stronger.
That's a question you got to ask them.
It's some comedians like, I don't have a problem with going behind Steve. Steve don't have a problem going by me. But how it's always been set up with me and Steve is I'm hosting. He headliner. It's been on a bunch of shows, a bunch of ways. Because you got comedians that can code switch and do their job. But then you got the motherfuckers that can only do one job at one level.
Yeah.
And if they know a motherfucker strong, they'll be like,
yeah,
I don't do that work. I do not want to do that work.
Right, and or they'll try to they'll kick him off the show. And
yeah,
I've had that happen plenty of times. So that's nothing new to me either. You gotta kind of play the game. So that question that you asked me, Shaquena, that's not for me. That's for the comics that kicked us off the show. You know, why do y'all do that? And then maybe they can give you a better answer. Now, yeah, that's my answer.
Right.
That's my answer.
Now I've seen you perform comedy, and you are a physical comic, in my opinion. Has there ever been a time that you have hurt yourself doing comedy, trying to be physical on stage?
Nope. And then sometimes I challenge myself. Sometimes I just sit on this bar stool and just do my show. Right. Because the thing is, the reason I did that, because I had to shut some of the people up saying, well, he physical, he can nigga. I sat down and gave them these jokes like I gotta stand and know. I mean, when I add physical antics, it's me pretty much painting the picture.
Right.
Physically painting the picture.
But I think if so long as been dealing with him, that he liked that more. I done seen him sit there on stage and I know that nigga, I be looking at him like, that nigga want to run all over this motherfucker.
Exactly. So right. So it depends on how much I want to challenge myself. I might get up every once in a while, then I might just sit there and then just do what I do, you know. So
right. Cause I know I seen you sit down and I'm like, Steve, no, he want to get up so bad. I know he do. I just be waiting on it.
Hey.
Don't get up. But how do you feel about people that come to see comedy shows and they sit there and they record your whole set and put it on social media?
I think that's cheating. I think that's cheating the game. I think it's very disrespectful. Right. But I stop my show and I tell people, look, man, you recorded them enough. Okay, you cut it out. You know what I'm saying? Because and then I think that it's really, really fucked up because especially if you're going live at somebody's show. That's anybody's show. The reason I
Yes.
say that, and I hope that the audience understands, is not us being rude, but I think you look stupid as hell doing that to us as entertainers. Why? You paid your money to see us.
Right.
You paid your money to see us, but now you going live letting everybody else see it that didn't pay. You don't want to pay, and you giving them a free show. And I'm
Right.
like, fool, don't you know if they really wanted to see me, they'll be here with you? So
Right.
why you giving them a free show that you had to pay for? I don't understand
True.
that. So if they want to be here, they would be here. Don't go live on my show. So and I think other entertainers, singers, all that have stopped their shows by people trying to go live. You know what I'm saying?
And they doing shit where they taking their phone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, they're taking their phones.
Taking the phone, give me the phone.
Yep.
Because
So
truth be told, a comedy show is supposed to be exactly this.
intimate.
An experience for you to remember.
Exactly.
Remember, not record. You
Thank you.
paying that money to go in there and have a once in a lifetime situation. Because what if that comedian passed away?
Right.
Thank you.
I was at his last show.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Guy's last show all on the motherfucking internet. It's not
Right.
it's not his boat no more. And then if somebody in there taping, they trying to make money from that moment.
Right.
It's true,
Yeah.
because I know when I featured for Teddy, before I featured for him, it was a lady, she wanted me to record Teddy on stage. I said, no, I'm not going to do that. First of all, I came there to do a job. That's number one. Number two, you recording a comedian's whole set is stealing his jokes. And that's how I feel about it. You're stealing that comedian's jokes. And that's, to me, like you said, Steve, that's disrespectful. You're
I
there
just
to
want
do a
I
job.
just want to show it to my people at my job. Nigga, they should have been here.
They should have been him. So
Oh shit, man, you shouldn't be like that, man. I'm putting you out here. I'm giving you exposure. Nigga, off your phone. You don't
Yeah.
get the
right,
fuck out of here,
Yeah.
nigga.
Yeah. See, he's doing that. He's doing it for himself. He's doing it for
right.
himself.
Yeah.
And
I can
it's just one of those things. But yeah, I hate it, and I feel like it they should just stop it. Period. If you want to
right,
take pictures and record, do it after the show.
Was a
right.
lady
Don't do
recording
it.
me. A lady recorded me. Was it last night? No, I was actually I was at a family function. I had to think about that.
Mm-hmm.
This lady was recording me, and I said, "Who are you, baby girl?" And I was like, "Who's she with?" She wasn't with none of the family. Cut that phone off.
Right,
You ain't none of the family, motherfucker. You a real
Right.
audience member. These motherfuckers know me.
right.
Right. Right.
I think
Yeah.
it's just crazy to pay, like you said, pay all that money just to go record or go live and
Yeah.
do have a free show on social media for your friends and family to see.
That's what I hate about social media, because people get very, very disrespectful with it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And people can see it's just where we are now. It's the world is like everybody's numb to anything. Like you can see somebody getting stabbed and shot and all this. People rather pull out their phones and record it than try to intervene and call the police.
Yeah,
That's where we are. So people
yeah.
are very insensitive these
Come
days.
on to it.
You know,
People
people.
have become numb to
That's
the
just who we
situation.
are. And in other words, people want to come off of people downfall, or they want to try to find somebody and come up off of it. You know what I'm saying? I had a comedian to try to do me like that too, and I was like, you know what? Then boy, I'm so you know the situation, and
Yeah.
just get online and just talk crazy and this and that and spread propaganda and this and that until
Right.
I just stop responding. And from what I understand, they're still doing it. But hey, I'm working. I'm
Right.
working. So
Right. Because I mean, to me, I see people go live and you see people sit on social media all day, every day, talking about comedians. And I'm like, what did that comedian do to you? Nothing. Well, why are you
yeah,
sitting on social media all day? To me, that tell me, first of all, you ain't got a job, you ain't in nobody's school. So why is you on social media all day talking about comedians?
but
And,
this is the kicker. And you said two words: all day,
day,
all day, all day.
right?
So hey, it is what it is. It's too much to be done in a day than to sit on social media all day and gossip. I
Yeah,
mean, getting on live, promoting what you do, talking to the comedy supporters for a minute, saying what's up, this and that, letting them ask questions and this and that, and get off and
right,
get back to what you're doing. or you can talk and have some funny talk with comedians that you know. Like I haven't gone live in a minute, but when I do, I ain't bringing nobody on my live that I don't know. I learned that lesson. I ain't bringing nobody on my live, I ain't talking to nobody. I'm just telling you what I did, what's going on, and I'm talking about shit that matters. Like the next time I go live, I'll be probably talking about vote.org, registering
Right.
people to vote. Make sure you check your voter registration status. Make sure you hadn't been purged. That's what I'll talk about. But guess what? I probably won't may not get any views. But let me start going and talk about some bullshit. How such and such had got his ass licked in a bar in Montana. You see what I mean?
Why I can't get no baby oil?
Yeah, shit like that. So I have so many views. So that's just where I am with it. Next
Right. Cause
question.
you can see that junk. Like I'm like this the bullshit gets 2, 3, 400 people in there, but the stuff that's important, you ain't got nobody.
Yeah, yeah, it is what it is.
This the last question that I will ask for tonight. If you were not doing comedy, what would you be doing?
Probably coaching football. You know, football my first love.
Yeah.
I played football, coached it from little league all the way up to college, and I think that, and I'm still involved in it a lot because I just love football, and that's probably what I'll be doing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Yeah, I'll probably be coaching football.
oh
Good,
wow.
good, good, good.
That's my first. That was
Good
my
one.
first love.
Good one.
Mm. So if you could put together your dream comedy tour, what first of all, what would the name of the tour be and who would be on your show?
The name of it would be Life After Stress,
Okay.
and the comics that would yeah, Life After Stress, and the comics that would be on my show would be Steve Brown, Steve Brown, Steve Brown, Steve Brown. I'm coming out with a comedy special called Life After Stress. Working on it right now. So yeah, there it
You
is.
heard that right here.
Yeah,
Right
That's
here.
what I'm
and I
talking
and
about.
guess what? This is the first platform that I introduced it on. Yeah, I'll be
All
coming
right,
out
all right.
with my new comedy.
Libation.
Yeah, comedy
I'm
special
talking about.
called Life After Stress. Talking about
Okay.
what I went through when I was going through a divorce and all types of shit. So because believe it or not, man, this business can cause you to lose your family. You
Yes.
give up a lot. You give up a lot. But guess what? You gain a lot too, bro. You gain a
Yeah.
lot too. So it's give and take. So people be like, man, I want to be a professional entertainer. I want to be a comic. You better know what you're talking about. You better do your research before you jump in.
Yes. Now,
Hey,
if you could,
when you ain't in a relationship, you hear about relationships.
Uh-huh.
When you in a marriage, no. When you in a relationship, you hear about marriage. When you in marriage, you hear about divorce.
mm,
You ever notice that?
Yeah.
When you were single, you heard about motherfuckers always getting married. Then when you go get married, now you hear about divorce. But it should
Hmm.
be backwards. You should tell me about divorce before I get married, motherfucker.
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. The majority of my career I was married, and I
mm,
was blessed to have a wife that understood the business. You know what I'm
right.
saying? And honestly, we decided to go our separate ways, unfortunately.
Right.
And I am one of those people. I hold myself accountable for anything I've done, and I could say I took part in that by bringing the business of comedy home. You know what I'm saying? Like taking out my frustrations on the family and all that. So that was one of my downfalls that kind of helped with the demise of my marriage plus other things. That's why I said I wanted to name it my comedy special Life After Stress. Talk about all that. You know what I'm saying? The good, the bad, and the ugly, and on what our profession does to a relationship, especially if you're in a relationship and the people don't understand the business of stand-up comedy. Because I didn't see a number relationship come and go. They go fast. You know,
Yeah.
they go fast. They are like they don't understand what you got to go through and what you've done or whatever, or what you need to do
Right.
be to sustain in the business. Um, but yeah, I'm excited about it. Working on it now, and
Right.
yeah, just look forward to it. It's gonna be cool.
When it come out, you know we're gonna support. We're gonna push it for you.
Hey,
We
man,
got to get. I know I got to get the hell up out of here because this edible has got to the highest of the height.
Well, we finna end it, but thank you for coming, Steve. We appreciate you.
Hey, I appreciate y'all too, man.
Let them know. Let them know where they can find you at, bro.
Hey, man, you can follow me on Instagram, Comic Steve Brown, one word, Comic Steve Brown. And you can also follow my Facebook fan page. It's just Comedian Steve Brown fan page. And of course, I'm also one of the 4 brilliant brothers on the Yeah We Talk Like This podcast. And I'm also on the Comedy Hype platform as one of the comedy analysts Monday through Wednesday on Comedy Hype. So, I look forward to y'all supporting me, man, and we're gonna continue to grow together. Baldhead, I love you, brother. I appreciate everything y'all doing, man.
Make sure y'all subscribe to Yeah We Talk Like This podcast.
They better.
Man, we got stuff coming.
Right.
That is.
So we'll see y'all next time, y'all. Thank you again, Steve, for coming. Appreciate
No problem. All right, that is.
What's up?
All right, bye.